Hi, everybody. It is Skip Clark from Inner Harbor Media. And right now we're with the Inner Harbor Cast. It's a podcast that keeps the community informed as to what's going on. And I am joined by one of my good friends, Fanny Villarreal. I said it that way this time because we talked before we went on. I said, how do you want me to say your last name? Now, I can't roll my tongue with the R's, but Fanny Villarreal is here, and she is one of the many Latino leaders in the community here in Central New York. And I want to say welcome. Thank you for taking the time to come in and talk to us a little bit today.
Thank you. Yes, it's great. Thank you so very much for bringing me over.
I am so excited that I get to do this because the Latino community, the Hispanic community, very dear to my heart. Those that know me, and we've talked before, we a big baseball family, and I see you at the ballpark quite often, by the way.
Yeah, I love it.
Great connection. It's a lot of fun, but we housed a lot of the Hispanic or the Latino players, Venezuela, Colombia, and
Dominican Republic.
Yes. And it was such a learning experience. The culture, the cooking, by the way.
The food is great.
The food is good. But we're here to talk about what is happening. It's the Hispanic Heritage Month, and that starts on the 15th.
Yes. The Hispanic Heritage Month celebration starts on September 15 and goes all the way up to October 15. And during that time, there is going to be a lot of celebrations and a lot of education and a lot of opportunities for all of us.
What is the actual significance of this?
Well, it's a celebration of the contributions that we as Hispanic Latinos have made to the United States in terms of food, culture, politics, you name it, everything.
Yeah. And why is it the 15th and not like, the first of the month to the end of the month, which so many other things are? But why is this the 15th of September for 30 days?
It used to be only for 1 week, though.
Really?
Yeah, it used to be only for 1 week, and then President Reagan made sure that it came out for one entire month. So that's how it happened. But the significance of the September 15 is because during those 2 weekends ending in September, there is a lot of celebration of Independence Days on different countries in Central America. And so that's the decision that they were closer to North America, right, to USA. So probably that was the decision to do it during that time.
Can I ask, where are you from?
I am from Lima, Peru.
Oh, Peru. There you go. You said Peru.
Yeah, Lima, Peru. Yes.
I love it.
Thank you. Yes, that's where I'm originally from.
How long have you actually been here?
I know
I've known you for quite a while.
My entire life here. Yeah.
Okay.
30 years plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. The radio is going to turn 31 years this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, your Latino voice.
Yeah,
so
the radio.
31 years this year. So I've been here probably 33 years. Oh my goodness.
I know now that you're Fanny, now that you're thinking about it, it's like I've really been here that long.
Right. And I'm like, wow, 33 years.
But you've made such a big impact on our community.
Oh, thank you.
Everybody knows you. You go to the ballpark, everybody knows Fanny. You walk into the radio station, everybody knows Fanny. Everybody in a Harbor Cast Media, we all know Fanny, and we love Fanny. But
thank you. I appreciate it.
You're quite welcome. How do you think the Hispanic culture has influenced mainstream American culture?
Well, the way that I see it, if we look at it into a national level, it's like, when you make like a salad, you have all kind of different vegetables, right?
Yeah.
So one of those vegetables are us Latinos, different colors, everybody. So we are there. And then what keep us all together, because we have the values, we have the belief, and we are very hardworking people. It's the sausage or the salad dressing that we put. So that's what keep us all together. And so that's what we did. I mean, look at locally in Syracuse and Central New York, all these beautiful restaurants that are coming up because the support of the community. We have Mexican restaurants, Dominican restaurants, Puerto Rican restaurants, very soon open a Peruvian restaurant. And it's the food that keep us all together. And it's the traditions, the dancing, the smiling. We are very hugging person. So we like when I came in, I give you a hug. I give you a
Yeah,
hug to
I love
everybody,
that.
and this is part of our culture, right?
Mhm.
And that doesn't mean anything else, but like, oh my God, I'm so happy to see you, and there it goes.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, you talk about, and I'm glad you used the examples of food that hit it perfectly because I know, like, as we mentioned just a few moments ago about the cooking and all that I learned. I mean, it's just it all comes together. It all comes
Yes,
together. It all
yes.
comes together. What are some of the common misconceptions of
I will say
Hispanic?
probably that the celebration is only to celebrate Mexican Americans, but then it's again confusion with the Cinco de Mayo, which happened
Mm,
to be my birthday.
no way. So when
Yes,
we go out to celebrate on Cinco de Mayo,
that's
we're
my birthday.
celebrating Fanny's birthday.
Exactly.
Remember that.
Everybody's celebrating my birthday. But it's funny because Cinco de Mayo is not a big celebration in Mexico. It's not the Independence Day in Mexico, Cinco de Mayo.
Really?
Right. Cinco de Mayo is a battle that Mexico won against another country. It's just a battle.
And we celebrate that.
And that's what we celebrate here, Cinco de Mayo.
Okay.
But actually, in September is the Independence Day of Mexico.
Okay. We talked about Mexico. We talked about the Mexicans. We talk about the Venezuelans. We talk about
Dominicans,
Dominican Republic. Yeah. So,
Peruvians,
but they're all you're all, I
Puerto
guess,
Ricans,
Hispanic,
Latinos.
Latinos. But is there a difference between Hispanic and Latino?
To me, there is no difference. It's just a different terminology that means the same to me. Now,
Mhm.
everybody have their own opinion about it.
Sure.
For me, Hispanic are Latinos. Latinos are Hispanic. Most of the people use it everywhere anyway. Hispanic is a terminology that came from the United States, from the government,
Oh,
for
okay.
the
Okay.
census.
Yeah. Putting it all under one category.
Right.
Yeah.
But then there is people that felt that they were not part of that, and there is people that felt that they were. So for us, it's just Hispanic
Mhm.
Latinos. We use it the same
That's it.
thing.
It's all
That's
the
it.
same. It's
It's
all
the
the
same.
same right
Hmm.
here. All right.
Yeah,
Others may have another opinion, but or a
exactly.
different
But for
opinion,
me,
but
it's
yeah.
my opinion.
And Fanny, I'm so glad that we're having this conversation because it's very educational to me as well, and hopefully to you if you're watching this. Why is it important for non-Hispanic people to participate in Hispanic Heritage Month?
Well, for one, is because we are living in the same place, so we
Mhm.
should just learn about other cultures, right? And I think when you learn about other cultures and other people, way of life or belief or food, it brings you a different perspective of see things. I can tell you that, for since I've been here, my whole life, I've been trying to talk about the cultures of the
Mhm.
Latino, not necessarily only from Peru, but from other countries that I've been traveling, and how beautiful they are. So they can go and travel and taste what means to be in another country that actually people from in your own
Mhm. Mhm.
hometown. It's just an amazing opportunity for everybody.
Do you get to go back home?
Oh yeah, I love to go back home.
Yeah. How often do you do that?
Before the pandemic, I used to go every year because I
Really?
have family members there. But after the pandemic, I didn't get the opportunity to go yet. So
Mm.
I'm hoping that this year I will go for Christmas and New
Nice.
Year's. So
Nice.
we'll see what
Wait,
happens. God
well,
will open the doors, and that will happen.
Christmas time. Here we have the snow, we have the cold. You never know what the weather's going to be like. You go home to Peru
Yes.
and it's probably 90
Yes,
degrees
it's at the beginning of
and
summer, and then
yeah,
you can go and enjoy the beaches. You can go and enjoy the outside events, the
nice.
humongous fireworks. Oh my God, it's
Really?
incredible. Oh
On
yeah,
Christmas,
on
the fireworks
Christmas,
and
the
all that.
fireworks and
See, that's what I love
Christmas.
about the culture.
Yeah,
I always learn something new when I talk to
yeah.
somebody like you.
Uh, in Brazil, for example, the humongous thousands and thousands and thousands of people that come to the beaches in Brazil for the fireworks
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
for the events that happen over there, and everybody's up all night long. Yeah,
It's a
dancing.
nonstop party.
Oh yeah, it's not
Yeah.
stop party, and just the fireworks are totally incredible.
Well, I'll go with you.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
beautiful. It
I'm a
is
party
beautiful.
person, so
Yeah,
I
it's
love it. I
beautiful.
love it. I love
And
it.
they don't close at 2 in the morning. None of
No,
those.
no, no, not
No,
like here.
no, they close until the last person.
Yeah,
They
when the
close
last
when the
person
last person
leaves,
leaves.
that's
That's
it.
what they close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you. I get you. I know, you work in the media with us a little bit and you do your radio thing.
Uh-huh.
And how do you think the Hispanic culture in media has evolved?
Oh my goodness, look at the great people that we have in the media that they are part of the Hispanic culture. I think we put this little flavor when we are telling the story or talking about sports.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we have this kind of fun way to provide the news, and
Mhm.
and I think we are the same way that when I came and gave you a hug is the same way when we're talking over the radio. We are happy, and then you can feel it through the airway that somebody over there, whoever is talking, is really happy and not beep and is trying to put your life in a better perspective or in a better way.
Right. As we know, we're very divided here in the United States with
Hmm.
everything that's going on. I don't take one side or the other, I'm sure you stay neutral because of what we do. But what is one thing you would like everybody to know about the Hispanic people, the Hispanic culture? Because in a sense,
Hmm.
a lot of that gets a bad rap. And,
Yes.
and it's not true. What would
Right.
you like people to know?
So we are very loyal
Mhm.
people. We're very hardworking. We are very loving, and when we said that we're gonna do something, no matter what, we'll do it,
Yeah.
and you will receive whatever we say we're gonna do, the product or whatever it is,
Mhm.
the service. I think it's just that a matter of and we're very open. We're very open, and we're very happy that just the same
I
way that
see
I'm
that.
talking right now. And we are very religious. We majority Catholic, but
Mhm.
then there is other religious, other belief. But because we have that peace, I think we are very connected spiritual as well. So we are always in this mood, right? And for some people, that's like, wow, we don't like it because the negativism comes around, right? So we're like, well, sorry, and we just
Yeah.
move around and keep going, and
If you could come in every day, that would be great because there's times that we need that uplifting celebration, the feel of that. Somebody that's always happy. I mean, realistically, there's a lot of us that don't have good days. I mean,
Yeah.
I think on the average, get this on the average, the person here in the United States will have 46 bad days a year.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact.
Yeah, but it my belief, then again, is my belief. Everything is here. For the moment that you got
I
up,
love it.
the moment that you got up and you say, today is going to be an amazing day, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then I'm talking with my walls and I'm talking my home. I put names to everything. So
Really?
my home names is paradise, right?
Mhm.
So I'm like, good morning,
Do you name
paradise.
your coffee pot?
Yes.
Yes.
It's Pee.
Pee. Okay. All right. All right.
So I everything in my house, my car is Patricia, and then Ben baptized Patricia,
I love it.
and I call her party when Piri, let's go here.
I
So
love
I put names for everything. This is Siri because she came with a name,
Yeah,
but
yeah, she's already got a
right,
name.
she already got
Yeah,
a name,
yeah.
and so I
Mine's
just said,
just Android, so I don't know, but you get the other.
but
It's all good.
but that's what it is.
Yeah, I
The
love it.
culture, the loving people, and sometimes people believe that we are this way or that way. We're just pretending, but we're not. We're
Mhm.
just this way.
I love it. I love it. Like I said, you could show up every day and you would make my day. What are some of the key cultural traditions that you celebrate during Hispanic Heritage Month?
So we do have a opening celebration with the mayor and the county executive. We do different organizations, local organizations
Mhm.
that are either run by Hispanic or they serve or provide services to Hispanic. They do events on their own sites. We have a Latino youth group that
I love
usually presents 2 days of dance and culture so they can introduce to their own dances
I
to
was going
that.
to say, so they pretty much will introduce the culture to younger people if you have a
Yes.
younger group.
Yes. And then all year long, we have salsa classes everywhere, anywhere, because salsa is big salsa dance, salsa
Oh, I
music
know.
is big in
Yes.
Syracuse. So yesterday, for example, was a pop-up salsa classes
Why didn't we know about this?
in Salt City Market.
Really? Now,
Mhm.
is that something they do on a regular basis?
They usually do, depends of the weather. That's what they call it, pop-up.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it could
Yeah.
be Tuesday, Wednesday,
So,
Thursday.
do they post that?
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
somewhere online? Can we go to a Facebook page or
Yes.
something like that, a social media
If
outlet to find out what is happening and
yeah,
when?
if you go for the salsa classes, if you go and to the social media and said salsa events, and they
Mhm,
will
mhm,
tell
mhm.
you exactly where, how, anything. If you go for the Hispanic Heritage Month celebrations, then will pop up all the stuff that is happening here as well.
I love it. I can tell you, I've been to a lot of weddings and the dance floor will be, yeah, so. But they put on a salsa or some sort of Hispanic music. Everybody goes nuts. The dance floor is packed. It's the beat. It's just everything about it. And going back to what you've been saying all along, Fanny, it's about feel good.
It's about feel good. Look, last year I was invited to sing in a New Year's Eve party.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and I sang a merengue song, which is very upbeat. And you gotta see all the people that were like walking around, and then I start calling everybody to come in. The floor was like a wow, and then jump, everybody was jumping, and the party was like yeah. And then the next act, came, and they were like, "How come you are not as energetic with the next one?" And everybody was laughing. But it's a type of music, and it's what you are like. Let's do this, let's do that. Move to the right, move to the left, and it was great.
I know you say you're one of the many leaders when it comes to the Hispanic community, but there's others like you that get out there and talk to organizations and go meet with people. I know, like I mentioned earlier, because of my association with the Syracuse Mets.
Mhm.
I'm over there quite a bit. I've seen you at quite a few of the games. So you probably didn't see me, but I see you because I'm usually in the press box and I'm looking down on everybody. But I do know that you're actively involved. But there's others like you.
I do hope so. Yes.
Yes.
I think when I came to the United States, I took upon myself to educate everybody about Latino
love it.
cultures. And that's how I have the radio, because that's a way
Mhm,
to be the
mhm.
bridge between the community, the Latino community, and the community at large, to, bring information both ways.
Mhm.
And I think that is very important. So there is no misconceptions, and it's important to, I try to open up with everybody, because if you have a question to ask me, you just come and ask me, so you are not afraid, well, how she will take it if I ask this or if I ask that. No, I'm very open. So if you have a question, you just come and say, so why do you, or why it happened, or why
Right.
this, or
I love it.
I need to understand, or I wanted to learn. And
I have a
you
question.
will make me happy.
I have a question.
Of course.
What is your favorite Latino meal? Hispanic.
Ceviche.
What?
Ceviche.
Okay, explain it.
Um, ceviche is based on fish. It's fish, little squares of fish
Okay.
with lemon, a lot of lemon,
Yep.
cilantro, and onions, and corn, and sweet
Keep going.
potatoes. So the way that they
Yeah.
show it is that the little pieces of the fish, white fish, is in a place, and then they put all the lime there, and the top of the lime comes the cilantro plus the red onions
I
that
love
they
it.
were like a little bit
Yeah.
vinegar and stuff like that. Put it in the top, and then to the side is like a lettuce, and then on top of the lettuce there is corn, and then sweet potatoes. But everybody can come and try it out very soon, because Inca's restaurant, which is a Peruvian restaurant, is coming up.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
that's right. They open up right around the corner. So here we're bringing more culture
Yeah.
into Central New York. And
Yes.
of course, you're right on top of it all. But wow, that sounds really good.
It is
And
really good.
And I think you and I talked about this once, that when it comes to food and the cooking and all that. And here I go again talking about baseball. But the players had a day off a few years ago now. And I came home from work, and because we housed some of the players, they invited the whole team over, unbeknownst to my wife and I. But my fire pit was roaring, and they had a huge pot on there, and they were cooking some sort of soup. It had full ears of corn. It had beef. It had everything you can think of was in there in the broth, and it smelled so good.
So that's called sancocho,
Sancocho.
Dominican sancocho. Oh my God, it's delicious. And you can find it over here in a restaurant.
Really?
Victoria's
So-
restaurant, Dominican
sancocho.
sancocho. Mhm.
Sancocho.
Only Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because that's my favorite soup.
Well, I will say they're like, you got to try this, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to, but you know what? Once I took that first taste, it was over. It was good. It was absolutely delicious. So
yeah, see, you try it, but
Yeah.
if you didn't try, then you really didn't know how well it tastes or not, and then you will
Mhm.
like, well.
You know, Fanny, I do want you to mention, you're talking about the radio thing, and I know you do your show on one of our stations, and you get the word out about the Hispanic and Latino community, or let's just call it all one Hispanic community. Tell us, where can they listen to you, and when do you do it?
So we are on the air Fridays from 8 to 10 p.m., Saturdays from 3 to 7 p.m., and Sundays from 4 to 6 p.m. And it's on 106.7
Okay.
and 15:30 a.m. So
Okay.
it's FM and AM. You can,
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
yeah, it was pretty awesome.
cool.
We're in both at the same time. But you can also look for us in the internet.
Oh, yeah, you can listen online,
Yeah.
which is, pretty much the way things are going. So
Yeah.
you can connect with what's online, and you can do that through social media as well. And put the
Absolutely.
links there, and they can listen to you. What do you like the hours that you're on the air? Give us an idea. What do you talk about? Do you play music? Yeah, I know you're talking about the community, but
in general, on Fridays, well, the person that used to do the Fridays got into an accident, so he's not be able to do it. But the Fridays was dedicated more to talk about what's going on the weekend, what places can we go and support events like the salsa, different events. And then we receive a lot of information for another not-for-profits and organizations that they have their events, so we can do that and invite people if they want to go or if they care about their mission, things like that. So that's what on Fridays. On Saturdays, I do the show and with a lot of music, but the whole idea is to make sure that the listeners receive the love, receive the information to make sure that they have a great week and a great weekend, and to make sure that physically, mentally, and spiritual are in balance. That is very important, right?
Yes.
For me, it's like a
Yes.
triangle that you have to have on balance, because one of this is in this balance, and that's when the situations comes.
Right.
And so that's what I do. So I talk a lot about spirituality. I love always to say that God opened the doors for me constantly, and I just have to walk through because he's really good to me. So I always, thanking for everything. And then on Sunday is like a family type of thing. So we focus more into what's going on in the community for the kids or for the family, mom, dads, and kids, things like that. What's going on, and so that's what we do it.
I love it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to give it a listen, because I knew you did that. I just, with everything else I have.
I know.
On, one man doing a lot of things here. But it's a Fanny Villarreal. Is with us here today in the Inner Harbor cast, and some great info. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
It's so good to actually talk to you, and not necessarily in the hallway.
Right. We see in the hallway, and we're like
ships passing in the dark. It's like, hey. But no, in the hugs. I always appreciate that. I just love you so much for that. Fanny, if somebody wants to find out more about the Hispanic community, of course, they can listen to your radio show that you just talked about. But do you have Facebook?
We have a Facebook, so they can go into either the Latino Festival page or the Nosotros radio page, or they can look for my own, right? Fanny, and then Fanny P. Patricia, Fanny P. Villarreal, and then, they can just send me an information or messenger, or they can text me. Usually the phone is off, so I don't answer, but
Right.
They can text me. They can text me, and so then I can provide
information. Get all the info off the social. That's pretty cool. Fanny, thank you for spending time with me today. I absolutely love this, and I hope you like it as well. This, of course, you can subscribe to the Inner Harbor cast, and we do great programs like this, and we're actively involved in the community.
Absolutely.
Fanny Villarreal, thank you so much for being here today and telling us all about the Hispanic community. It's all under one. I know we kind of broke it up earlier, but you're right. It's Hispanic, the Latinos, the Mexicans, and so on and so
Everybody,
forth.
you
So
know,
I love it. Love it.
that term, like I mentioned to you, you can exchange it and you can use them both at the same time.
Mhm,
One
mhm.
is the same thing. We are all here. We are all loving people. And actually, we are all the 20 Latino countries in Syracuse. Different numbers, but we are all here. Unbelievable.
Yes,
And the news
yes.
and the census and 2020
I love it.
census came out that information that they all are here. Some thousands, another one just hundreds, another one just dozens, but we all are here. How awesome is that?
That's really awesome. Fanny Villarreal, everybody. Fanny, again, thank you for being
Thank
here.
you.
Inner Harbor Cast. Make sure you subscribe. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Bye.